am trying to record, but you won't let me. I may have to restart the computer if this doesn't work one more time. And that is incredibly annoying because I just want to show my friends all these changes that I'm making and all of these lovely positive things that are happening to my family, and it wasn't just won't let me. But okay, I hope it is starting. Hello everyone. I have been wanting to make this update video because, as you can see, the location is different. My family has moved. So I had a couple of reasons as to why I decided to make this move. The first one being that I would just like a bigger property for them to start a family in. I had decided that after they get married, once they have a child, that Kiara is going to quit. I don't know if maternity leave is a thing in Sims, so if I have to, I will just get her to quit her job. And Miles can be the one going to work. Now you may ask, Miss, feminist you, why she has to be the one who has to quit her job. I'm with you there. I also didn't really want her to quit her job and, be the one to give up on her career. But my reasoning behind it in the end is that she has already maxed out her career, and right now she's really only working towards pay raises, whereas he is only a level 4, which is just a doctor. And why is doctor lower than an assistant nurse? But okay, anyway. But I did want him to kind of progress in his career since he is just starting out. I left him kind of to build his skills first before starting in the workplace. So now I'd like for him to have a chance to have a career while she stays and takes care of a baby. Woohoo. He wants to woohoo. But okay, so yeah, that was the one big reason, was that I just wanted them to have a bigger place once they have their alien human child. The other reason is actually in their sort of backyard. So it's a little bit past their backyard. But these are roses. It's a rose bush. For the longest time that I have been playing, I did not have access to any rose bushes. There are no rose bushes in Willow Creek, or sorry, in Brindleton Bay. And the rose is actually one of the things that she needs for a serum that she just has never had a chance to make because she doesn't have any roses. And I've tried traveling here before while she still lived in Brindleton Bay, and it wouldn't let me harvest the roses. I could only take a cutting. A cutting you can't really plant. You could only graft. So I just didn't have any roses. So that was the other. I just wanted to really try it out. Like, okay, if I move to Willow Creek, will that allow me to harvest the roses? And the answer is yes. As you can see, I had the option of being able to harvest them, so it made the move certainly worth it. So I didn't really decide to save it, of course, until I could see that she could harvest the roses. And when I saw that that was the option, that kind of really truly solidified my choice, and I saved it and all that. And I absolutely 100% love this house. This is actually the house that I also used for when I play on Jose's laptop, with the people that sort of look more like us on his laptop. And yeah, so it's really, really, really pretty. I guess it's the southern kind of house style too. It's got a lot of columns, and I love columns. Pardon me, that is my Alexa alarm. Alexa, stop. Yeah. Okay, so no. I can never do a recording without someone doing some kind of something to, you know, interrupt me. But I'm already too far in. I don't want to start over. So anyway. So I wanted to give a house tour because, I'm particularly proud of the way that I did this. I want to start off with the garden right outside. So I finally have the rose bushes in the box, the planter box here. Very, very lovely. And then I put together all of my flowers so that when I do the harvest all, it's just, or the supercell, it's just a lot more streamlined for most of the bushes. This reminds me of Animal Crossing. I love it. And I love the courtyard of this. I did have the enchanted tree here, but I just found that I haven't really been using it, and it just blocks and makes my house look funny looking at the front. So I just took it off, and I figured like if I need it then I'll put it back, but otherwise it's in my inventory. I'll just do all of the outside first now because I'm gonna, in conjunction with the other gardening, I put all of my trees here again just to make it streamlined, except for this one because it's only one. I put it off to the side. I had another tree here, but I replaced it with the forbidden fruit tree. I recreated that same style that I had in the previous house with the pergola. I don't even know how to say it, so I'll just say it both ways. But yeah, so I used that same, so everything that I had in the previous house went into the inventory, so I just reused a lot of things that I already had. And I didn't realize it until I was already buying stuff, and then I saw everything was in an inventory. So me being me and being frugal, even with, virtual money, I just figured like, okay, I'm just still going to use the same things and not spend so much money. But yeah, so I used that, kind of changed up a bit, but I still have that light at the top of the pergola. Added another chair because I couldn't put three, so one of the dogs can sit there. And I now have a hot tub because I can't. And a pool. This doesn't originally have a pool, but I added it because, again, I really like having a pool for Quinn because she's an active dog. But definitely a much bigger yard than the last house because even, like, there's already this little patio here plus the whole yard. I got this tiki thing. I bought it already and I kept it in the inventory and I kind of like it there. It looks awkward, but I just would want them because I like the fire. I'll show it later, I guess, if I remember. But it's just like when you turn it on, there's like fire that bursts. You guys probably already know this. Yeah, and then I have the pet box here for Captain Whitaker to play toys. He's playful, so he likes having access to toys and just chew on them. It's just nice. One of the things that's kind of annoying about this house, though, is that like it's very tricky. It will just start going up all of a sudden like this, but it doesn't stay in one place. But anyway, so I have a dining area outside now, which is quite nice. The barbecue is there, so this is the backyard, and there's a little gate here, which I quite like. So you're two ways to access. So sometimes when they walk the dogs, they either go through the front or the backyard, which is, very realistic. Okay, so I will do a main floor tour first. Once you enter the house, you have a little ottoman, and there's a shelf, and some coats. I wanted to do a closet somewhere here, but I just found that it was kind of awkward, so I didn't do it here. But it would be like a coat closet for when you have guests. Then I'm going to do the same thing here and put a painting inside. I'm just going to get Miles to paint first. But then here's a lamp, a bowl for the keys, all of that. That's a bigger bowl that I made smaller. So still love the resizing option. But a little, so if I raise the walls up and make it so that you can see that the rack is just in a little corner here. I guess we will do a tour of the living room first. I had a lot of challenges with the living room. Mostly how to, because I really like dark colored furniture, but I also wanted to try something different because I always do dark colored furniture. So I challenged myself with using light blue. And then I figured, I'm like, oh, it's kind of weird having a light blue wall and then light blue furniture. But I kind of like it because I get this like hints of gold, and I have the piano here. I was actually kind of thinking maybe not having a TV here and having it just more of like a living, like a way to entertain guests here. But I was like, nah, that's fine. Leave it there. Maybe when the kid, because if once they have a kid, the kid won't have access to a TV in his or her room. So this is fine. I'll just leave it in the living room. And I really like this shelving here. It's 2 dogs and a cat. So it's Quinn, Theodore, and Captain Whitaker. And I love this fireplace. So the fireplace is this part, and then I added a light right on top and placed it right on top there. But it's a very elegant fireplace. Has the brick, and then the mirror. So it's nice that the mirror is already there. I kind of thought about doing the stone right behind it, but I think it's with this already being there. I don't know. I think I'm okay with it just kind of being a solid color altogether. But yeah, so there's like a little seating corner here. I was going to have a bookshelf, but it didn't really fit, so this is just sort of like a extra seating area. Okay. And then there's a washroom here, just a small one. I did add a shower so that if they are in dire need of taking a shower straight from home or straight from work, then they don't have to run so far to get it. I really like this hanging plant, or this wall planter thing. It's a very nice touch. Got the towel, 2 towels. Yeah, it's adding the details and like the little homely touches has been a lot nicer and easier now since I learned how to manipulate them in a more, like less restrictive way that's just here, here, or here, and where it's like I can move it a little bit more. That's been really nice and really helpful. So I've been enjoying that a lot. Okay, now, so from the the entrance again, when you come up on the left side, I have the kitchen and dining area. So I had this little room divider just as a way of kind of breaking it so that you're not just shocked to see big space. The house was initially walled here and then here so that it's the kitchen and then dining area. And it was, oh, this is still walled, but I broke it down because, again, y'all know me, I just like the open concept a lot. I mean, not so much that you could see the living room, but I just don't like squishing, or I don't like dividing the kitchen from the dining area. I feel like this is a lot nicer to look at. But that's just me. That's just personally me. But okay, here's a tour of my house, or my kitchen. Again, Island is, you know me. Oh no, there's a piece of poo here. I need to get a butler, and my house is getting out of hand again. But yeah, so it's the same color, same concept, especially for the furniture, the appliances. I just kind of changed the lights a bit now, so it's one of these Star Wars wall hanging lights. Like it a lot. And I have the fridge, which is still the same. I still absolutely love this fridge. I refuse to use any other fridge design. I'm happier with this cupboard situation than with the other one that I made when I made the house from scratch. It's just a lot less busy. I like the lights that I added here because if I were to have my own kitchen, I would love a lot of lighting. So lighting on the walls and then lighting overhead, plus like the oven or the stove top light. I'm the kind of person who loves having lots of light when I am cooking. I just like to see everything. But yeah, so that's my kitchen. Had the same yellow stools. And then I have a much bigger table because, again, as I'm saying, I'm having a child. And I kind of also made it so that I can just have the wedding here in the backyard and then have people over and eat in here. Not that I know a lot of people, but that was also the other thing that kind of was conflicting. Like, should I invite Piper to the wedding? That's awkward because they used to date and then come over, but she is a coworker, so this is why y'all don't date coworkers. It gets messy. But anyway, so I recreated that same thing with the feeding station from the previous house to here. So they never actually eat, like, you know, where their picture is. But I just like the idea that technically they're supposed to have their own food bowls. And I will probably um, repaint them so that they're a little bit bigger and better backgrounds and all of that. I just was very excited. Although I really like Quinn's. I love that she's in her natural habitat swimming. I actually really already love this picture, so I'm probably not even going to change Quinn's, just the other two. But alright, we'll head upstairs first, then we'll do the basement. This didn't originally have a basement, but I had to add it because I just wanted more more rooms. You'll see why. But yeah, okay, so if you head up the stairs, I'll show you the study first. This is Kiara's study mainly. I kept her element display. I have this treasure box where I keep all of the those My Sims things, and then other books. Oh, I didn't even know I had books in here. Whoops, let's take those out. But yeah, I just been mainly keeping the dolls. You get some kind of reward when you collect all of the dolls. So you get these. I don't know if you guys know. I feel like maybe you do, but I'll still say it anyway. You just get these from digging in those, is it from, yeah, from digging dirt piles, and then you get the time capsules, and that's what's inside. And then I have a child, a Grogu, because I have been so obsessed with Mandalorian as of late, and when I saw that they had the child, I flipped, and I was like, I have to have it. So he's hanging out in my study now. So this computer I got as, I think, her getting level 10 or level 9, Kiara's scientist career. So you get this, and it has a focused aura that gives you sort of moodlet, and then you can also contact aliens through it. So it's very different. I don't even know if this is available to purchase. I'm going to check. So I know once you get, you know, you reach certain levels of the careers, there are more things that are, you know, easy to access. Okay, yeah, so you can purchase it. But this just came in free because she got the promotion. So I haven't sold it, I just kept it. I'll do the kids' room first. I already made the kids' room even though he or she is not even born yet. But I just really like designing kids' rooms because they're so different. So I got them the super extra dollhouse. I would have loved to have this dollhouse when I was a kid. Oh man. Okay, and I am trying to figure out. Now green is the best one still, just in terms of the color scheme. Because the color scheme in this room is a lot of blues and greens and just throwing in some purples in there just to kind of offset everything else so it's not monotonous. Yeah, so I have a bassinet here, and I already have a toddler bed for when they're... I think I might just probably put this in the inventory and then put the bassinet here when the time comes, but I really just wanted to make sure that I had room for everything. I got the giraffe, got the hippo, oh no, so it's a unicorn, that's not a hippo. And then I got the little violin thing. I got a chemistry set, the little desk with the cat lamp. This was a much bigger lamp, but I made it smaller. And this turd-looking thing is clay, lump of clay, so I'm guessing they could make something out of it. Gave them a little bookshelf, oops, and then a little dresser. There's the Wabbit tablet, and I looked at this, and it doesn't give you creativity stuff. I think it's just imagination, and like they just get entertainment out of it. So it's a little disappointing that they can't paint and stuff. But yeah, so here's another washroom. I have to add the potty still, but again, I mean, they don't have a baby yet, they're not even married yet, but just wanted to add the details. And then there was a window here that I could have removed, but it would have just messed up the exterior and thrown it out of balance, so I just covered it with a lot of blinds, because I do not want anyone peeping on my child when they are taking a shower, because that is creepy. But okay, so that's the kids' room. I would say this is very gender neutral, right? Like it's neither masculine nor feminine. I am hoping for a girl though. But okay, so here is the master bedroom and my big ass TV as always. But I feel like it was appropriate having a bigger TV in the master bedroom because if they're, lounging in bed or if they're sitting on their seating area here, then either way they can see the TV very clearly. So I had one pet bed. That's all I could fit was one pet bed. So there is the couch though, so one will have to sleep on the floor. What's every night? Okay, I'll ask you later. Jose's in my other ear, as always. So my walls are a little bare because I would like Miles to make more paintings. I really like when he creates paintings. They're just a lot nicer than I find what's in the store and build mode. So I'm gonna have one of his paintings here. Oh, and then kind of taking from Florence's idea with Kumiko, I would like for them to have a picture together for her to look at in her office. But I'll probably, if I could, if they have a wedding picture, I would want it here above the fireplace. That would be really nice. Yeah, loving the corner as always. Y'all know me. I love the corner seating. This one's a different one than the one that I have downstairs. I think this one is from, I don't remember. And then this is one of the dead aliens, alien animals that I got from when she goes to the alien planet. They give her things like that, or from the rocket. So one of the nice things that I think I've already discussed is that Miles being an alien can bring these back to life. So I will probably get him to revive or resurrect that animal. But yeah, so here's her vanity. I would love this vanity in real life. There's a little candle and her like toiletries and stuff. Got some perfume, and she can sit here. I think she's maxed out on her charisma, so I don't really need for. That's just for decoration now. The same. Oh no, I had to change the wardrobe. Their bed. Really like this light. Got ottoman at the corner there, or at the foot of the bed. And here's the washroom. So the shower is in this corner. Gave them the Jack and Jill sink because there's more space now. Then I have the corner tub. Put a wall there, sort of half wall, just so you can't see the person who is pooping while the other person is bathing. You got little essentials here, so hand soap and toothbrush. Yeah. I really like that you can add little details. I love it. Okay, and then just on the balcony here, he has his painting and he has his wood workstation. I put the little cat tower here again because Theodore really likes hanging out with Miles when he's painting, so he just sits here. In real life, I would never do this because it's right over the balcony, but this is Sims and they don't fall over balconies, so it's fine. Don't try this in real life. And then there's another small balcony outside of the study, but I don't really have anything that I want to put here, and I don't really want it to disturb the front, so I just left it as is. So everything that is skill based is back here. And yeah, okay. So they got a little litter and a little mat so that when Theodore steps out, it doesn't create litter messes everywhere. Okay, so now let's go down to the basement. I didn't go super overboard this time, unlike what I did with the last one where the basement was bigger than the house itself. This is still bigger, as you can tell. The house is only this much of the lot. When you look down, it extends. Oh my god. It extends a little bit outward, and you can see the pool here, but it's not as bad as before. So coming down the stairs, by the way, leading to the balcony, or to the basement, sorry, are here, where the washroom is. So you go down, and there's just stairs. There's a washroom here with a full-size tubs. This is where they usually will give their the pets a bath, the dogs. I don't know why. I guess this is closer than the one upstairs. Makes sense. And I put the window again. Not as creepy though. It's just a little corner. I think this makes the most sense if they have kids and they can see the kids swimming. But okay. And then I've got the bar here. I did pretty much the exact same style because I like the style in the previous house. Just a bit smaller and a little more, and just a different color scheme. And because the walls in this basement are a lot shorter, it just looks a lot cozier than it was in the other house where it was too big, I find. But again, that was my trial house. I am not going to redo a house ever again. It was so much work and I just don't feel like I'm cut out for it. We got the brick fireplace, another big TV. This is again more of like an entertainment area, so when people are over watching the game, that kind of thing, they can sit here. I did put the chess here. They still use it. He uses it because his requirement for job performance is, a requirement for promotions is focused mood. So I get him to play chess right before heading out to work, and usually that fills that check. Sometimes. I feel like it's been glitchy with him though. Okay, so again, another reason why I wanted a basement is because I am going to be hiring a butler, especially when I have a child. But yeah, so this is going to be the butler's quarters. Gave them a nice bed and the seating area. Gave them one of the alien animals. I think it's cute. I think it's the porcupine. I forget. But yeah, so we got nice painting here. I think this is Miles. Yeah, Miles painted this himself when he was still starting out. I think it's really pretty. But I can't believe it's only normal. But alright. Gave them lots of books to read. Because I found with Vikram, the last one I had, he read a lot. So, it just kind of makes sense. And then they get their own washroom. There we are. Got the little rack here, or shelving, a different kind of sink, and then the shower tub. Okay, so that's the butler's quarters, and this is just reserved for them, their little corner. And then I made a gym, again, because I want to. And I left some space here for a punching bag, so when they're energized, one of them always wants to buy a punching bag, so I'm just going to do that to get the extra whim points for I always forget what these are called, for the satisfaction points, and you get the rewards, reward store points, whatever. And then I made a closet here. So this is what I wanted to do in the upstairs, but it just was too awkward. So I just did it here. So when you open it, there's like the rack, and there's the shelves and all of that. There's some boxes of little knickknacks. And yeah. So I forget which expansion pack it is, but you can woohoo in a walk-in closet. Can't do it here because I don't have the expansion pack. But yeah, that would have been really cool. But okay, so my favorite area in here is actually this little stage that I made. So I made a platform, and I have a little red curtain here, and then the little bit of a different wall color, accent wall, so that it's like a little theater. And I was going to also get a guitar here. I just forgot to add it. So she's been practicing violin. She is barely level 1. And Theodore has been singing with her while she plays the violin horribly. It's really cute. Let's see if it's still... Oh, no. Yeah, there, he's singing along. Oops, sorry. It's so cute that he sings along to her awful violin skills. It's super duper cute. But yeah, so this I just kind of thought like, what can I do in this little corner? And I was like, oh, okay, I do need instruments because I want them to be super skilled, and thought, okay, like I'll have, like I already have the piano upstairs, so there's no point putting another piano down here. So I just threw in the violin and then the guitar. They should be fine. Too bad there's no drum set. The drums would have been great. Yeah, so then I made a seating around here so they could have people watching. If, say, like their kid is playing an instrument, then the parents would sit here and stuff. Put the, put the cat tower here so that they can hang out. And I might put pet beds here so that the dogs are chilling while the humans are chilling. But okay, that is my house tour. Again, very, very, very happy with the way this house looked, but I can't take any credit because it was already pre-built. All I could really do was decorate it nicely. But I feel like this suits their needs a lot more than the previous house did in terms of having the room for doing everything that they need to do. It was mainly the gardening. I needed more yard space. Because I do want to plant more stuff. And again, I really like this like little iron fence, and it just makes selling a lot quicker this way than having to do it 3 times because it's so spread far apart. And the neighborhood is nice. It just kind of sucks though. The one downside is there are no strays, so I can't just be petting a dog or a cat that's passing by a house anymore. It's only people here. But the neighborhood is nice. There's a little lake here. So yeah, it's a lake. There are also more of the frog logs that she has access to, and that's one of her like aspirations right now is to look for like frogs and stuff. She's got the collector, the curator. But yeah, and she can fish. It's much closer now. But alright. Thanks, you guys. Bye.